Good evening everyone, Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream, glad you could make it today. So, today I'll be jumping into the new Twisted Wonderland event, the Harveston Sledathon, which I'm a little slow on starting because I've been busy all weekend. So I've got to get this first part done quite quickly today, huh? So that I can try and finish the stamp card. Alright then, let's get into it. Book 1, a last minute request. Mount Muln Sledathon. All clear on the right, and all clear on the left. No one's coming. Here goes. That nabbit consarn it! Phew. Okay, I feel a little better now. Phil really let me have it for accidentally slipping into my accent when I saw him in the hall. I was born and raised in Harveston. What does he expect, for crying out loud? It's up to here with all his stupid nitpicking. The thorn mark for every time he's told me ain't isn't a word, or it's I, not ah, or indoor voice please. Well, I guess I just gotta watch myself around Vil. I don't like it, but it is what it is. I wish I could visit home, but our next break's a long ways away. Huh? Someone's calling me. It's Mimor? Hey Mimor, how you been? It ain't every day you call me up on the phone. Something going on? Huh? What? Boy, that phone call threw me for a loop. It's great I get to go home, but does it have to be tomorrow? Talk about short notice. Why'd Mimor have to spring this on me? And apparently I gotta bring some friends too. Who could I even ask? I spent so long trying to figure it out that it made me late for lunch. This place is packed. Are there any free tables? Oh look, Keller and Grimm are over there. Hello, Heike. How are you doing? Hey, Kalla, Grimm. Is this seat taken? It's all yours. Thanks a bunch. I don't think I'd be able to find another seat. Now I get some of your lunch as payment. But that's my food. This piddly lunch ain't filling at all. Hey, Apple, got any apples today? Afraid not. I don't carry a ready supply around, you know. I just share any extras I can't eat myself when I get shipments from home. Oh man. Those apples are real tasty. Wish I could get my paws on some. I was like, aha! A solution to my problem. Aha! Hey, Grimm, since you're craving apples, how'd you like to visit Harveston with me? Then you could have your fill of the best apples money can buy. Really? Sign me up! The only thing is, the trip's tomorrow. Tomorrow? I'm pretty good. Thank you for asking. But we don't have a holiday. We sure don't. I'm just going home for the weekend. It's gonna be one brief homecoming. The thing is, one of Harveston's annual festivals is this weekend, and my family asked me to be there for it. I'm down to go if it means I get to munch on delicious apples. You can bet on that. And, Grim, would you be up for joining me in the Wow, I can't pronounce that at all, apparently. The Mount Mullen Sledathon. The Mount what now? Oh, Mount Mullen's this giant mountain you can see from Harveston. We hold an annual sled race on it every year. That's the Mount Mullen Sledathon. A sled race, you say? People get in teams of 4 and compete to see who can reach the finish line the fastest. Is having Grim in your sled really gonna help? I mean, I don't really know a whole lot about the physics of sledding, but it feels like you might want someone heavier than tiny Grim. Right? Mimor asked me to bring some friends from school for my team. She was all like, "You must have made a whole heap of friends by now. How about bringing some round? Y'all young'uns can liven up the race." But it's such short notice, I don't even know who to invite, so please would you do the race with me? I didn't really get all that, but it sounds like a pain. Count me out. Also, Apple, why are you asking Grim and not asking me? I'll go for the apples, but I ain't messing with no sleds. So much for that. Well, you'll still liven things up either way, I guess. It never snows where you are, huh? It snows here sometimes, but not very much. I haven't been sledding since I was 1, younger, and 2, living somewhere that got more snow. Okay, Grim, no problem. I'll just have to find some other people willing to join the race. Say, Kalla, why don't you come too? Yeah, sure. But why am I an afterthought after Grim? Grim's already going. He'd be more than welcome to join. Sounds fun! I hope you like apples, Kalla, because you're in for a treat. Oh, but I should tell you, I don't think you'll be able to do the Sledathon, unfortunately. The sleds we use for it are magically operated. Oh, that's why you're not asking me. What about a sled requires it to be magically operated? I thought a sled was entirely operated by gravity. Or dogs. But like, we're going down a mountain, right? What do we even need magic for? See what? You got some weird sleds. Mimor asked me to bring along some friends because the students here use magic. Yeah, I getcha. That's why you invited me, because I'm going to be a great mage. You got a keen eye, Apple. Not that I'm racing, you understand. Yes, you've made yourself very clear. His team's of 4, so I'll need 3 others. But where am I going to find people willing to take such a last-minute trip? Couldn't you just ask Bill and Rook? They're in your dorm. I mean, I could, but... if I go home, I know I'm going to relax and slip back into my accent. But if Bill and Rook are there, I'll have to act all prim and proper even around my family. On second thoughts, that's not gonna work. There have to be other options, right? You could just leave it up to chance and ask the first people you see. But that's so random. Come on, let's see who's here. Hey, Sebek! Yep, Sebek? What do you want? Hello. I didn't see you sitting there. So, I'm sorry to just spring this on you, but the thing is... Wanna do a sled race, Sebek? I think not. Ugh, I haven't even given you the full rundown yet. I happened to overhear your discussion. I thought it rather curious you were visiting home on a regular weekend. But unfortunately for you, I have no interest in a race that serves as a mere festival sideshow. Oh, Sebek! Have you got the wrong end of the stick? What? Why are you smirking? The Mount Mullen Sledathon ain't some sideshow. It's a brutal race. Competitors gotta follow the course all night long non-stop. Oh. For an entire night? That's right. Just using magic won't cut it. You gotta have stamina or else you'll never make it to the finish line. Oh. Plus, the sleds are tricky to control. They're not what you'd call beginner-friendly. So I can't just take anyone from NLC. I need someone with an athletic mindset. Intriguing. Winning this race is a big honour, you know. The winners get full bragging rights. I imagine their friends and loved ones give them a big old pat on the back and say, "You did good." I think Sebek wants a pat on the head and being told he's done a good job. Yep, sure is a pickle. Where, oh where will I find someone? If only there were a skilled athlete at this school who was equally strong with magic. Someone who was the very definition of brawny. FL really turning up the charm here, but there is! Really? Where? Right here! I'll join your race and make this an easy win. Yes! Worked. It's different if the race is that intense. I never pass up on a rigorous training opportunity. Thanks, Sebek. But we still need 2 more people. Who else can I bring? Yeah, FL has very much learned to use his charms. I doubt many will want to volunteer for some obscure festival race. Is Mount Mullen even famous? Sure it is. You see... Who do we think this is? I can't remember who the other cards are. For the Jade? Okay. For the people of Harveston in the Shaftland's mountainous northern region. Huh? Thank you, Hage. It has long been considered a sacred place. Jade? Oh, hey! You were sitting behind us, huh? Pardon me, but when I heard you mention Mount Mullen, I simply had to interject. Ah yes, because Jade likes mountains. I hear it radiates a mystical beauty that captivates mountain climbers the world over. It's also a popular subject for painters and photographers, given that the scenery at the foot of the mountain changes so much each season. Wow, Jade, you really know your stuff. I've read a great deal about Mount Mullen. It's something of an interest of mine. FL, if it wouldn't be too much of an imposition, Would you allow me to join you on your trip? Huh? Harveston would be a prime destination for someone in the Mountain Lovers Club. I'd be glad to have you. Shouldn't you tell him about the sled race first? Oh, right. So, Jade, this trip involves a sled race as well. It's called the Mount Moon Sledathon. Yes, I'm aware. I confess I eavesdropped on your entire conversation. It sounds like you're in a bind. I would gladly offer my assistance if you'll have me. I'm curious to see what Mount Moon looks like at night when racing through it on a sled. So, you're more interested in the mountain than the race? Well, either way, welcome aboard. That's 2 down, 1 to go. I still need one more person. Lunch is almost over, so I gotta find him quick. Hey, so... Whoa, idiot? Huh? You were sitting nearby too? Can I help you with something? So, like, you were, Yes? Look, I just... Yeah, I can't. Jumping into a normie convo is literally impossible. Busted difficulty. Hi, Nick. How you doing? Okay, so I couldn't help but overhear, and something you said caught my attention. Now he's talking through his tablet. You were talking about the sled race, right? In Harveston, tomorrow? When do you head out? Huh? Now he's throwing out questions left and right. How to call your gems. Did you get him, though? That's the important question, Nick. Slow down, 1 question at a time, please. Are you from Harveston, Ethel? Yes, why? Yo, that's the setting of Sled Over Heels! What's Sled Over Heels? Is this cartoon set in Harveston? It's gotta be over a decade old. You're waiting on Ruggy's birthday for the last temples. Yeah. Because there is a slight overlap between this event and Ruggy's birthday, right? I remember watching it on TV as a kid. Vaguely. That's okay, Ethel. I only learned about it recently myself. I first saw it when I was watching this video online about classic anime. What manner of cartoon is it? It's about a group of cute girls who form a sledding team and strive to become the national champions. Ah, so it's a sports anime. That's a rather strange choice of subject. No, it's, pretty normal. Do you think so? Apart from the sledding bit, those sorts of tales are quite common. Jade! Yes? Whoa, now he's talking about it by himself. Sled Over Heels is a non-pareil among anime. It's a soul-stirring, passionate tale of young women embarking on a high-stakes plush sledding adventure. You can't not cry when you watch it. Plush sledding? What's this? Sledding, sure, but why plush? Casuals, I swear. It's obviously sledding with plushies, duh. With plushies on the sled? Or plushies sledding? I have questions, Idia. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned that part. You have to sled with stuffed animals in the Mount Mullen Sledathon. You do have to have plushies. So cool. So you mean you balance a stuffed animal atop the sled while racing? No, you imbue them with magic and then they pull the sleds. That's how the sleds are magically powered. That makes sense now. Plushies are sled dogs. Stuffed animals pull the sleds? That isn't quite the rugged racing experience I envisioned. It's a traditional competition back home. Oh, so that's what you meant by magically operated. Dogs or horses, I'd understand, but plushie-driven sleds? I must confess, I'm also rather surprised. Is it that strange? It comes from one of our folk tales, you see. Is that right? Yep. Long ago, there was a lovely young lady walking in the woods, but her life was in danger, for a dastardly villain was following her. A bunch of animals got worried about her and took off down a mountain path to call for help. At long last they found someone and wasted no time dragging their newfound friend back to help the young lady. That's how the story goes. Our Sledathon is a tradition that honours the animals' bravery and dedication. Fascinating. What a charming tale. But making real animals run all night isn't great, so we started using stuffed animals instead. Though nowadays, I think people try to make the plushies look cool, since the race is part of our town's revitalisation efforts. The four protagonists throw themselves into the traditional plush sledding competition. They laugh and they argue, but ultimately they band together to take home the W. That is what Sled Over Heels Tearing Up the Snow is all about. It's got multifaceted characters with genuine psychological depth and breathtakingly realistic scenery. With an amazingly simple yet innovative plot twists that keep it engaging. You don't get that in anime these days. That show really got its hooks in me. I own all the DVDs and books for it. Idia's really off to the races now. So basically Idia wants to come along because he wants to do a anime pilgrimage, huh? That is a perfectly reasonable reason for wanting to go somewhere. Been there, done that. Hard to believe he was relying on his tablet earlier. He can get rather loquacious when the conversation is involves something he enjoys. I've been wanting to visit the town where the show takes place for a while now. You wish to visit a place you saw in a cartoon? What could possibly be the point? Sevek, it's fun. A few years back I literally went for a little trip around the Cotswolds to go see some of the locations in the ancient Magus Bride. It was fun figuring out where everything was. And then going to get to see it. So I absolutely understand Idiot's reason. As I understand, it's not unusual for fans to visit the locations of their favourite movies or TV shows. I suppose everyone has their hobbies, even if they are incomprehensible. Wow, so Grim and Kalla are gonna go... No, sorry. Wait, I thought it was Grim because Grim's here. No, idiot. Wow, so Grim and Kalla are going to go sightseeing in Harveston. Does that mean you'll get to see Mount Mole? OMG, I couldn't be more jealous. Oh no, wait, is this Grim talking as Idia, or is this... I don't know. And Sebek and Jade get to actually do a sled race. Amazing! What a lucky couple of blokes. Not that it's any of my business, of course. Okay, it is Idia talking for sure. I'm not pretending to be anyone. After all, I don't have any plans to travel there, and no one's invited me. Will I do a roll on the banner? How healthy are my gems looking for Ruggy? I think I can spare one. Oh well, guess I'd better figure out what I'm doing this weekend, what with my lack of plans. Gonna be Boresville over here. Are you hinting that you'd like to come to Harveston? What? I never said that. But it'd be super rude to turn down an invite, and I wouldn't say no if one happened to come my way. Idia, would you please come to Harveston and help us in the Sledathon? There it is! Booyah! Whoa! I mean, twist my arm, why don't you? How can I say no when you're pleading with those puppy eyes? I'm a busy guy, but I guess I could pencil this into my schedule. Didn't you just say you had no plans? Oh, will you be bringing Ortho along? You bet your boots! Ortho and I are a package deal. Alright, I'll make sure he has somewhere to stay then. Sebek, Jade, Idia, and me. That's all the people I need for the Sledathon. Plus, I'll be bringing Grim, Kalla, and Ortho too. Things are shaping up nicely. If Mima wants a group that'll liven things up, these guys should definitely fit the bill. Thanks, everyone. The next day. I still can't believe I'm bringing people from school home with me. At least the head mage was good enough to let me use the dark mirror on short notice. Morning, Grim. Morning, Kalla. Tired. I can barely keep my eyes open. Ain't the race tomorrow? Do we really gotta leave first thing? There's prep work to do, so we need to be there bright and early. Plus, my teammates need to get in some plush sledding practice. And the battle has already begun. Scare us some more, why don't ya? Good morning, Sebek. I hope it wasn't too bad getting up this early. Hardly. I'm always up at this hour for training. A little exercise will shake off any drowsiness. Care to give it a go, Grim? I'll join you. No way, no how. Last night I informed Malleus and Lilia that I would be participating in a sled race. And they told me to do my best out there. Failure is not an option. Glad to see you're motivated, Sebek. I told Val I was joining the race, and you know what he said to me? Beware of sunburn, and above all else, return victorious. I'd expected a lecture about not letting my personal hygiene slip. but turns out he's got a competitive streak. Goodness, you all arrived rather early. Now I fear I've kept you waiting. Ah, good morning, Jade. There's still 10 minutes or so until the meeting time. You're totally fine. Adzol had many things he wanted to discuss when he heard I was going to Harveston. It was a trifle time-consuming. Like what? Well, the Mostro Lounge is going to hold a Harveston Fest. What? He said that since I was going anyway, I might as well turn it into a business opportunity. So I've been tasked with researching Harveston's notable culinary delights and local ingredients. Adzol is certainly dedicated to his business. Indeed. We'll be operating under a strict budget with a definite sales target. It's no simple side job. I can help with that at least. I'd be happy to show you all our local specialities. Thank you. That's so kind, Ethel. I would greatly appreciate it. Hi. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Idia, Ortho. Glad to have you with us. That's a substantial amount of luggage for a mere weekend jaunt. I gotta bring the right mats to make the most out of this sled over heels pilgrimage. He's got official plushies with him, doesn't he? That's what I'm placing my bets on. Possibly other merch. Thank you for inviting my brother, F.L. Fermier. I was astonished when I heard he'd been invited on a trip. In fact, I still am. It's not that big a deal. No, really, I literally couldn't process it for a while. It's like a miracle. Okay, so it is that big a deal. Take good care of my brother, everybody. Wait, aren't you coming? Who? Me? Nope. What? What are you talking about, Otho? It'll be a better experience if you go on your own, Idia. After all, this is your first ever vacation with your school friends. Nope. Going on a trip with a bunch of complete randos. Hard! Nope. Come on, that's half the fun. I'm looking forward to hearing all about it when you get back. No, if you're not going, I'm bailing. I'll just go back to our room and binge all of Sled Over Heels right now. Bam, done. Easy. Knew you'd be like this. What's the deal, Ortho? Idia's really not down with this idea. An unmotivated teammate is little more use than a sack of turnips. I say we leave him. Don't give up on him yet. Look, I want my brother to get out and experience more of his school life. He may not get another chance to take a trip with his classmates. Golly. Okay, Ortho, I read you loud and clear. We can't enter the race without a full team anyway, so... Whoa! Ortho, Ethel, Sevic! Why are you picking me up? You're not going to throw me through the dark mirror, are you? No! Stop! Harveston, here we come! Make lots of fun memories, Idia! What a fine little brother you are, Ortho. I'm quite moved. Have a nice trip! It's so weird seeing happy, nice Ortho when I'm still not actually done with book 6 yet. Book 2, Welcoming Guests. Mother Nature's majesty, huh? Ooh, pretty. That's some good scenery. Cute house. And barns. And what I guess is an apple orchard over there. Look at this place. Welp, I'm here. What do I do now? You okay, Idia? Just forget I'm here. Pretend I'm a bug and ignore me. I can't really do that. So this is Harveston. Just snow, mountains, and a whole lot of nothing else. I mean, there's a whole lot of apples over there, Grim. Excuse you, you could at least acknowledge the grand sweeping vista. Clear skies, mountains lining the horizon, crisp clean air. Can't you taste the true majesty of Mother Nature? It reminds you of travelling to your mum's hometown, huh? That's nice. I ain't tasting nothing. This is fresh air. What's up with you, Sebek? What's the matter, Sebek? You're shivering. Nothing at all. You're pale as a sheet and your lips are going blue. Sebek needs more layers. No, really, I'm fine. Might you be cold, Sebek? Yeah, alright. I have a confession to make. I do not fare well in cold weather. 'Cause he's a reptile. No matter how hard I train myself, I simply cannot overcome it. Golly. I never knew you had such a weakness. It's nice and cool here from spring to autumn. But it gets downright frigid in the winter, and boy, howdy do we ever get snow. It's no surprise the cold doesn't bother Ethel since he grew up here, but what of you, Jade? You look completely unfazed. Yeah, it's very cold under the sea as well, Sebek. Oh, I grew up in a much colder and quieter place than this. And fine and dandy too. I've got this nice thick coat to keep me warm. I mean, I'm better with the cold than some people, but I think I'd be a bit on the cold side here. I'm pretty cold myself. Well, we're just wearing our school uniforms after all. Even I'm a little chilly right now. Don't worry though, I've made sure you'll all have something warm to wear while we're here. You'll get your outfits as soon as we get to my house. Much obliged. So, Ethel, I spy a distinctive snow-capped mountain in the distance. Is that Mount Muln? Yep, that's the symbol of Harveston right there. View it! Oh man! I can't believe I'm seeing it with my own two eyes! What a sublime figure it cuts against the sky. It's every bit as breathtaking as I imagined it would be. The mountains and snow look just like a Sled Over Heels episode. Oh, how my fanboy heart sings. I know exactly how you feel, Lydia. As a mountain connoisseur, I find this terribly exciting. Well, Lydia's back to normal. That's a relief. Why do you have a feeling the locals will not like Lydia? It probably depends how they feel about tourists coming here for anime stuff, because I mean, some places really like it. There's this bed and breakfast in the Cotswolds that was used as oh shoot, what's her name? No, it was used as the house in the beginning of Kinero Mosaic, and they actually have the rooms full of merch. I've only seen pictures. I haven't actually been in there, but some places really lean into it. You two are way too pumped about this. I never knew they both had such a soft spot for Mount Muln. Kind of flattering, actually. Mount Muln is 2,469 meters tall, and it's one of 3 particularly high mountains in this range. The woodlands surrounding it are filled with natural splendors, but the mountain also gets a lot of snow, given its elevation. It's snow-capped year-round. Having that contrast of snow above and forest below makes for an amazing view. It deserves every bit of its fame. I can see Ethel's love for this place shines just as bright as Idia and Jade's admiration. The school in Japan has a statue from Captain Tsubasa. Ah! Yeah, there's also, I think, a couple of towns in Japan that's really got a tourism boost from anime pilgrimages. I can't remember where they are exactly and which town and which anime. But I know it's a big thing. I'm assuming that one of them is the town from Anohana, because I occasionally get Pokemon Go postcards from there, from some of the Japanese friends I made on that app. Just this, yeah. And it's certainly a majestic mountain. There are so many clouds about its peak, I can't see the top. Mon means cloud, actually. I still play Pokemon Go. Yep. I've been working really hard this last month or so to get all of the Vivillons. Well, all of the Scatterbugs anyway. And I finally got them all. I just need to evolve them now. It's named for the fluffy clouds that usually cover its peak. Yep, I can see those fluffy clouds right now. And that's where we'll be racing. It must be even colder up there. Yeah, it tends to be cold in the mountains, Sovak. Even in summer. Yeah, Nick, that's the problem with not being in a town or anything. I have the same issue. Because I made so many new friends to get the gifts, to get the Vivillons, and I feel really bad that I can't send enough gifts back because I don't have that many Pokestops. Or go out to my house very often. That's going to be troublesome. Here's another fun fact. All the greenery around here is because of spring water from the mountain. We use that water for irrigation as well, which really helps our crops flourish. That's one reason why most of our villagers work on farms. Oh, look over there! You can see some farmers pruning the apple trees. What vast orchards! Apples as far as the eye can see. Yep, most of the land here is used for orchards. And most of what we grow are apples. They're Harveston's main produce. Other places can only harvest apples at certain times of the year, but we grow so many different varieties that we're able to harvest all year round. Our winter apples are unique to Harveston, you know. Oh, so you mean we wouldn't see these trees bursting with apples anywhere else during the winter? That's right, fall's still our biggest harvest season, mind you. But when a huge harvest goes on the market all at once, you see a big drop in price, right? So we've cultivated apple breeds we can pick in every season. In a way, these apples represent the farmer's collective wisdom and hard work. They taste different too. Fall apples are sweet, while the winter ones are more sour. Sour apples? Why would anyone want those? Just add a little sugar and they make real good jams and pies. Ah, so they're cooking apples, Ethel. We don't just sell the fruit, you see. We make tons of apple products too. Yes, you make apple juice, I seem to recall. A sour apple can be good too, that's true. But since he's talking about adding sugar to them and things, I'm pretty sure they're cooking apples, and cooking apples is what grows in my garden, and they're not that great to eat on their own. I can't take it anymore. Well, you gotta get me one of those apples, please. Sure thing. Hold tight and I'll grab some from the folks at the orchard. Here you are. I got enough for everyone, so help yourselves. Oh yeah, it's chomping time. Oh, it's good. Glad to hear it. We don't need to wash them? Nope, they're fine to eat as is. Often we don't even peel them. In my family, we snack on apples when we're out picking them. We just pluck them right off the tree and take a big old bite. I also prefer my apples unpeeled. I hear you get the most nutrients that way. I mean, I don't peel my apples, but I do cut them into quarters and cut the cores out most of the time. I peel mine generally. When I came on land, I was interested to learn that land dwellers in some parts of the world often peel their fruit. But I have no issue eating them this way, as they say when in Harveston. I only eat fruit when it's canned or already sliced and peeled. But peeling this thing myself sounds like a chore. I can peel one for you, idiot. Just give me a minute. Then why don't the rest of us dig in? If I have spare apples, feel free to mail you some. I don't think they let you do that. I'm not sure that's allowed. I'm pretty sure there's some regulations on that. Don't mind if I do. That's quite good. A bit sour, but in a refreshing sort of way. I could definitely eat more of these. Oh. Delicious! And such a satisfying crunch when you bite into one. Yep, apples are best fresh off the tree. I want some more. Hey, Kalla, let me have yours. You can't take someone else's food, Grim. He does that a lot, though, Ethel. And then I'll snag that one right there. Hey, don't pick any off the trees. That's valuable merchandise. My word, you haven't missed a beat peeling that apple even when talking and looking elsewhere. That's quite the skill, Ethel. I've been doing this since I was a kid. There you go, Idia, all peeled. Thanks. Yep, peedies. Ethel, give me some more of those apples, stat. Hold your horses, Grim. Make sure you get the good stuff once we get to the house. Ah, there's a guide map up ahead. Let's have a look. Mount Mullen's name is written in rather large text. No one's getting lost with this around. Well, yeah, there appears to be approximately one road, so yeah, I don't think anyone's getting lost. Actually, no, that must be the river on that side. So yeah, there's literally one road up towards the mountain. How could you get lost when there's only one road? It's a good thing there's only one, given how worn the rest of the text is. I could hardly read the map. The guide and the front gate both look like they were handcrafted. Yeah. Some visitors made them out of wood from the area. Aren't they nice? I like them. They're pretty. Personally, I think it'd be more helpful and user-friendly if the map was a touchscreen. Oh. I thought the nightlight thing was off. Give me a sec. I'm gonna sort that out. Be right. Alright, we're back. The problem is now that I start streaming before the sun goes down, if I go to the settings, it shows me that the nightlight is off because it's off because it isn't sunset yet. So I'm like, oh, good, it's off. Great. Also, I'm not sure a touchscreen, given the amount of precipitation they seem to have around here. I don't think that's in the cards. This is a small town, remember? Not that I need a map, of course. I've got this baby right here. A tablet loaded with all the Harveston information I could ever need. And even if I did need to look something up, there's this little thing called the World Wide Web. Wait. Oh, is it you're about to find that there is no cell phone reception up here? Harveston does get cell signal, right? Because if it didn't, that would be a whole thing. Don't worry, we've got internet here. You've come to this lovely place and you're worried about cell signal. Ortho would definitely tell you to get out more if he heard that. Yeah, whatever, Sevek. We all need the internet. You're no exception. Actually, I'm perfectly fine without it. I grew up in Briar Valley. We didn't have much in the way of modern technology. Not many places had internet access. Oof. I think I'd literally blink out of existence if I had to live in a place with no internet. Note to self, never visit Briar Valley for any reason ever. No one's asking you to. What was it like where you grew up, Jade? The Coral Sea is incredibly vast and deep, so I'd say it's a mixed bag. Harveston has more modern amenities than I expected. I'm only getting hungrier, you know. I could eat a whole apple tree, trunk and all. Don't you dare! Come on, guys. Let's head over to my house. Yeah, let's go meet Apple's family. This is quite the long road. It's called Harvest Road, and it's a major residential street that leads from the town entrance all the way to the centre. No matter how far we walk, it's still apple trees all the way down. It just keeps going and going. How much longer is this gonna take? Oh, we're not even halfway yet. Are you kidding me? We've been walking forever. I just want to get to town and chow down on some apples. My house is at the other end of the road, so just stick out a little longer, okay? In that case, let's pick up the pace. Hey, idiot! Why are you spacing out like that? I'm trying to immerse myself in our surroundings. This is the world of sled over heels. Here I am, actually walking through the setting of an anime. This is the hype. To me, it's just the same old road I always take. I used to go down this street to get to school. I didn't see anything resembling a school on the map, actually. Yeah, we don't have enough young folks in town to have our own school. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen any children at all. I went to school in the next town over. It's about a 3-hour bike ride. Appel! That's a long way! I would not be able to cycle 3 hours to and from school. Not a chance. 3 hours? It was rough going uphill, but I flew on the downhill slopes, I'll tell you what. And the roadside view was gorgeous. There were different types of apple blossoms every season. Plus I got to see the apples grow day by day until they hit full size. That was always exciting. You have an impressive amount of fortitude if you rode for 3 hours to and from school every day. I can see why you have such an abundance of energy given your upbringing amongst such bounteous nature. Wow, LOL. Imagine going to that much trouble when you could just go remote. A 3-hour bike commute sounds like excellent training. It sounds like you have to be up super duper early in the morning. That's what it sounds like to me. What would you do when it rained or snowed? Run through it? Oh, definitely not. I'd lose a whole day just trying to get there and back. I'd get my parents to drive me and pick me up on days like that. Cars are essential in places like Harveston. Every family needs one. I have noticed a number of vehicles going by. Harvest Road's a big straight road, so it's always busy. I loved going on car rides with my parents. My family takes the car whenever we need to deliver produce to neighbouring cities. And I'd often tag along in the passenger seat. It was so much fun. It does sound like it would make for a very pleasant drive. One of these days I want to get myself a blast cycle and fly down this road. I bet it'd feel amazing to ride with the wind whipping around me. You enjoy blast cycles, Ebel? Sure do. But there's no blast cycle club on campus, and Phil's mentioned he doesn't approve of them as a hobby. Boy, that really sticks in my craw. I'm sorry, what? Your craw? Oh, sorry. It means it drives me nuts. Phil told me not to talk like that around other people, but it just slipped out. Is that right? Pomfiore has some strange rules. So if I happen to use any odd turns of phrase, don't tell Phil, okay? Certainly. Your secret's safe with me. I do not trust that smile, Jade. Why does it feel like I just gave the worst possible person extortion material? Because you did give the worst possible person extortion material. Oh, we're coming up on my house now. Jade is definitely a schemer, right? That grin. Oh, we really did walk a long way. Jade, I love you, but I don't trust you. Mm-hmm. Do not trust. Great character. Do not trust. Here we are, guys. Welcome to my house. What a charming abode. Look at how steep the roof is. Yeah, that's because of all the snow, Sevek. Because flat roofs and snow do not mix. That's to keep snow from piling up on it. Otherwise the roof could collapse if there was a heavy snowstorm. Is the whole house made of wood? Yep, and the walls are coated with stucco. Stucco? Oh, it's a finishing coat that's made with hydrated lime. Mount Moulton's rich in limestone, so we've always used stucco in our buildings. From what I understand, the limestone in the mountain acts as a purifier for the air and water around here. And stucco made only with natural limestone is supposed to be mold resistant and a good deodorizer. That's why people call Harveston houses homes that breathe. Oh, so the old folks around town tell me. So we're staying here? No, we're staying in the town assembly hall. There's no chance this house could accommodate 5 extra people. There's barely room for my family as it is. Is that right? It looks quite spacious to me. Well, we've got a larger family than most. There's 8 people living there now, not including me. That is a big family. That is a lot of people. I never knew you had siblings. You'd think that, right? But no, I'm an only child. There's my mother and father, my grandmother and grandfather, then we've got my aunt and uncle and their son, plus my great-grandmother. I can see how it might be a tight squeeze. It would certainly be inconsiderate of us to make things even more crowded. Are the other families around here as large as yours? I think my family is as big as they come in these parts. But it's pretty normal to live with your extended family. The farms here have been passed down through generations, so families usually want to work them together. All our neighbours are farmers, and when things get busy, we're all expected to pitch in and help each other out. So in a way, it's like all us villagers are one big family. All the folks in town were nice to me growing up too. Treated me like their own son. You know, I'd love to hear about all y'all's family too. Oh, Arthur's my only sibling. There are 5 in my family at present, including myself, Floyd, our parents, and our grandmother. At present? Correct. I'm curious what that could mean. Anyway, what's your family like, Sebek? There's 5 of us. My mother, my father, and my older brother and sister. We all live by the river. It's all very pleasant, and I've never felt cramped in our house. If they live by the river, I'm chalking up 1 more point to Sebek as a crocodile. My grandfather lives nearby, and still cold. Oh, golly, sorry, Sebek. Here I am yammering away while you're freezing. Come on in. We've got some amazing traditional outfits for you guys to wear while you're in Harveston. The rest of my family will be out working on the farm or helping with festival prep, so don't be shy about getting changed. That should do it for you, Jade. Would you mind waiting outside? Of course. Thank you for assisting me, Epel. So this is traditional Harveston attire. It's rather cute and cozy. That looks comfy. The top is a sturdy knit, and even the pants have cotton padding. It's warming both my body and my spirit. Oh, they got nice big gloves too. Nice. Agreed, and it all fits perfectly. This hat is marvellous. The fur-lined ear flaps are keeping me toasty warm. The cold shan't deter me now. You cut a fine figure in that, Sebek. I don't typically wear clothes like this, but it's not bad at all. Don't forget to do the stamp mission today. It's the last day. Yep. That's why I'm very glad that I could stream today. Yes, I've got to get whatever card they're going to give me when I'm done with this part and level it up. And same to you, Jade. You're giving off a rather different impression than usual. Yes, isn't it grand? I've got like 3, I think, of the stamps so far. Ah, yes, this card! It's Jade!
豊作村。たくさんの山々に囲まれた素敵な場所だ。散策するのが楽しみです。
Those look like slalom flags. Are we gonna slalom? Jade obtained. Yeah, once I'm done with the stream, I'll be doing some quick training. Wow, they fitted all of Idia's hair under there. Idia equipped Harveston outfit. Do. Plus 60% cold resist, baby. Yeah. I can't believe I get to wear the traditional threads. Ethel, you're a legend. Yeah, how does the hat not burn is a very good question. It's not a problem, Heike. He's positively giddy. This is a far cry from his usual demeanour. It certainly is. I was positive he'd have no interest in traditional garments. Jade, I think the characters probably wore them in the anime. Yeah, well, the main characters in Sled Over Heels dressed like this too. I suspected as much. And check out the colour! I wears the exact same blue and she's clearly best girl, IMO. I already know more about this cartoon than I ever wanted to. Hey guys, I'm back! Super cute! Charm level increased, and it was high already. Ah, you're all changed. Your attire is somewhat different from ours, I note. It's very soft and fluffy. You look almost like a snow fairy. Oh, thanks. Shucks, it's embarrassing getting compliments like that. My grandma knitted this outfit. Yours are handmade too, by other villagers. Is that right? They're remarkably well made. Hey Nick, I just said charm, I didn't say he was cute. Actually, I may have said he was cute as well. Besides, Ethel already weaponized his charm to convince Sebek. Not to mention warm and practical. They're parts of a custom we have. When it's too snowy to harvest anything, we spend the day knitting winter clothes. Each person has their own style and designs. We even hold these big unveilings where people can showcase their best knits. So you find ways to be productive when you can't do your usual work. Hey guys, I'm done changing. Wonderful, by all means join us. I must say, that looks perfect on you, Kalla. Yes, the adorable apple and floral pattern suits you. I didn't see any villagers dressed like this when we were walking here. Yeah, you generally won't. These outfits aren't easy to make or care for. It's mostly just Sledathoners who wear them now. I mean, nowadays you can just buy clothes that are easy to maintain. But the villagers still have a soft spot for these. By the way, the outfits are called apple poms. Which is just a super adorable name. That word used to only refer to the knit apple pom-pom on top of the hat. Yeah, that makes sense. But from what I've been told, as time went on, people just started using it for the whole outfit. See how my hat doesn't have a knit apple? It's just got an apple pattern, but it's still an apple pom. I see. It's quite cute. Cute? I mean, that's not the worst way to describe it, but seriously? What about cool and historic? Doesn't it get you all fired up for the Sledathon? I agree, it's cool and historic, and it makes me pleasantly excited for the Sledathon. You could stand to be more enthusiastic. The pom-poms on our hats are cute as well, of course. I rather like them. I used to play with the pom-pom on my hat when I was a kid, and this one time I accidentally tore it off. And boy, Mima, Grandma wasn't very happy with me. I can see why you'd want to. They're exceedingly fun to touch. Such decorations only hinder a person when they have to make swift, sharp movements. I'd be just fine without mine. Sebek, is a pom-pom really going to cause you a problem? I hear that they were originally there to protect your head, actually. Really? Now that's fascinating. Perhaps I should add pom-poms to my armour. I mean, I guess they'd help with blunt force impacts. My, that would be quite the fashion statement. I must say, what impresses me more than the insulation is the embroidery. You know that history of pom-poms, Heike? Huh. I didn't until right now, but it does actually make a lot of sense. It would cushion something falling on your head. A little bit. All of these little designs with apples and snowflakes truly give it a Harveston flair. These brooches are also stunning. Harveston's known for apples and snow, so that's why we put them on the brooches. Say, I just realised Grimm's not here. Where'd he run off to? I imagine he's still inside, though I have no clue what he's doing. Eating? Probably crying tears of joy. Why would that be? The main event has arrived! Aww, he got a little matching ribbon. How cute. Check out my shiny new ribbon. Ooh. Pretty sweet, huh? Do I look cool or what? You look great. I'm generally opposed to dressing up pets, but yeah, that ribbon looks snazzy. Did you just call me a pet? I'm gonna call Grimm cute, though. How cute! Cute? I think you mean cool. The ribbon's cute, and it makes you look cool, Grimm. Happy? One of our elders made that ribbon just for you, Grimm. It's got an apple and snowflake pattern just like ours. I'm living for this! That must have been some fast work, given that they literally had a day. Not even quite a full day. We should take a picture now we're in our apple palms. What? Why are we busting out the cameras just because we changed clothes? I bet Otho would get a real kick out of seeing you dressed like that. Oh, that's the rationale. Okay, I guess if it'll make Otho happy, I'm down. Good idea. I'd like to show Malleus and Lilia as well. Dibs on the center spot. It's all yours. Idia, Sevek and I can stand in the back. Because they're tall. Then you can stand next to me, Kalla. Come on, we gotta squish in close so we're all in the frame. Okay, now I'll just set the timer on my phone and... Cheese! It came out great. There, I've sent it to all of you. Much obliged, Ethel. Taking a photo was a great idea. Yes, you have my gratitude. Now I can show it off to Silver. I'll be sharing it with Azel and Floyd as well. Man, never thought I'd take a selfie with a bunch of randos. Much less a group of normies on a friendly trip together. Ah, but you're all going to be doing the Sledathon like the characters in the anime you like. So, really, it's like being in that. Idiot. Actually, I'm not sure this would make Ortho happy at all. Did I just get hoodwinked? I'm pretty sure it would make Ortho happy. You took a photo with your school friends. I can't imagine anything that would make Ortho happier. Hey, I resent that. I'm hungry. When do we get to the apple eating? Oh, right. Hold on a sec. Here you go. An apple, just like I promised. Oh yeah, it's about time. Amazing. This is the sweetest apple I've ever had. Glad you like it. That's a snow-aged apple. Snow-aged? What's that? It's where we pack harvested fruits and veggies in snow to keep them preserved. Do you leave them outdoors? They used to build barns out of snow right over the harvest in the old days, but now we just shovel snow into a barn that's already there. When you pack the snow densely in the winter, it doesn't thaw till summer. So it's basically a natural fridge that doesn't need electricity. Ah, thanks for the history lesson, Heike. You know, I think I have seen a soldier's uniform with a red pom-pom on the top of it, now I think about it. I think there was one in a museum I visited recently. It sounds familiar. Preserving produce that way helps prevent evaporation. It keeps things fresh while making them sweeter and more nutritious. What a remarkable bit of ingenuity. Who cares about all the technical stuff? See the barn behind our house? We keep the snow in there. I used to play in there all the time when I was a kid. You played in the barn? Are you the indoorsy type? Nah, most days I'd play outside, but I couldn't do that when it stormed. Still got restless though. So I'd play in the barn, since it was bigger and less messy than my room. I'd play around with all the farming equipment. That sounds dangerous. Or bring in treasures like it was a secret base. One time the snow started coming down real hard while I was in there. It piled up so high I couldn't open the barn doors. A young child trapped in such a frigid room? That's no laughing matter for an ordinary human. My family didn't know I was in there either. I yelled and pounded on the door, but nobody heard me. I just kept getting colder and hungrier as time went on. Boy, that was a real pickle. How did you manage to escape? I grabbed the nearest tool and bashed it against the door so hard it busted open. That's quite a feat. My parents were angry about it, but ultimately they were just glad I was okay. Okay, so which part did you break, Ethel? The door or the tool? I stopped playing in the barn after that, of course. Didn't want to give him any more scares. Wow, so you were a real firecracker, huh? Hard to imagine after seeing that picture of you as a kid when I was getting changed. What picture? It was on the wall. You were an adorable child. I saw it as well. It was easy to recognize you. Your face looks exactly the same. Ooh. I do wonder why it was so faded, though. This is when it wasn't Ethel's baby picture, but it's like his parents or his grandparents. Hard to say. Perhaps they applied a filter to give it a more artistic look. I don't remember any pictures of me as a kid on our walls. Hey, Ethel, can we get a move on or what? Oh, sure. Let's go practice sledding. Yeah, I don't think it's Ethel either. Oop. That is all the currently available story content. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do one multi to see if I can get the Sevek. Nope, that's still Vilberti. Ethel and Sevek. Yeah, I think I can risk one temple. 5 chapters total. Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Most of them are. Most of the events are about 5. Yeah, so 1 temple, and if I don't get Sebek, then oh well. I can't reach my usual plush for summoning, so I've grabbed the nearest plush. There's no way I'm getting FL in just one multi by accident. There's no way. Not a chance. I mean, I don't get that kind of luck, except, well, I do sometimes get that kind of luck in Tears of Themis, but... I'm not even gonna get Sebek. Oh well, never mind. I can't really risk any more. Because I need to make sure I have pity available for Ruggy, because bet you he's going to take me all the way up there. I could do singles if I get Ruggy early, that's true. Alright then, since we're up to date on this then I need to go train up this Jade for the stamp missions. And I guess since I've got some extra time, I'll record a bit more of Book 6 after this. Because that is... Book 6 is long! So anyway, yes. Thank you very much for coming. It's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, which is linked below. Streaming schedule gets posted both over on social media and also here on YouTube in the community tab. And the next scheduled stream is Friday, 7 PM, although hopefully I'll have another video for Twisted Wonderland Book 6 up on Wednesday, which is probably going to be more than 3 hours long again. Yes, so I hope to see you then or another time, and once again, thanks for coming. This is Kalla signing out. See ya, bye bye.